just popping on. Let me know when you guys pop on. Got some stuff. We got a date for our appeal. Does anyone, let me know when you folks pop on and I will get started. Is anyone there? Some people watching. All right. So we have a date for our appeal and it is going to be on June 7th at 9:30 a.m. and that will be heard in Harrisburg by 3 judges, okay? So that's what's going on, and I had received the county by Battelle, their brief for the appellee. So I wanted to go over with you folks what the county, Battelle, hello Valerie, hi Scott, yes, we're gonna keep fighting, never backing down, never gonna quit with our fantastic attorneys. So anyhow, they sent their brief to the court and said their counter statement of the questions involved were, did the trial court violate appellant's constitutional rights? They answered no. Did the trial court commit any error of law? They said no. Is the trial court's decision unsupported by substantial evidence? They said no. Well, okay. So this here is the PA Constitution. Know your rights, okay? All right. All men are born equally, free and independent, and have certain inherent and indefeasible rights, among which are enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property and reputation, pursuing their own happiness. Pennsylvania. That's what that is. Okay. The argument, it's not going to take too long because I just highlighted some of the good parts from Battelle. The Court of Common Pleas properly determined that the cracked egg's constitutional rights had not been violated. Cracked egg incorrectly alleges that its procedural due process, substantive due process, and equal protection rights were violated when the ACHD's emergency motion for a preliminary injunction was granted by the Court of Common Pleas. Yes, the judge legislated from the bench. Absolutely, he did. The COVID-19 mitigation measure orders are a valid exercise of police power. Cracked Egg claims that the COVID-19 mitigation measure orders issued by the Commonwealth and ACHD are invalid because proper rulemaking procedures was not followed. For the reviewing court to find Pennsylvania's Emergency Management Services Code, hereinafter Emergency Code, unconstitutional, Cracked Egg must establish that it is arbitrary, unreasonable, and has no substantial relation to the promotion of public health, safety, morals, or general welfare of the municipality to which it applies. Okay. Yes, everything's unconstitutional about this. Everything. Now, Pennsylvania defines, now this is from Battelle, okay? All right? Pennsylvania defines natural disaster as any hurricane, tornado, storm, flood, high water, wind-driven water, tidal wave, earthquake, landslide, mudslide, snowstorm, drought, fire, explosion, or other catastrophe which results in substantial damage to property, hardship, suffering, or possible loss of life. Okay, so, yes, I took it down. We took a couple down that saved the take on. They put this on our door, right? Closed. by order of the Allegheny County Health Department. Conditions pose a serious health risk. You can look in their evidentiary trial, the 3-day trial, that's linked on our website. No COVID cases linked back to the cracked egg. So how are we a threat? How are we? All right. Doesn't make sense, right? If it doesn't make sense, it's not true, right? Right. Okay. So the Court of Common Pleas found that the COVID-19 caused immediate and irreparable harm and can spread exponentially, while also taking judicial notice of the case count and death count locally and worldwide. February 3rd opinion, page 8 to 19. So that means that the judge wrote down the deaths tolls, right? So here I got this linked on our website too, folks. This here, okay? World Historic Death Rate, 2021, 7.65. Okay? 2020, 7.612. All right, let's go down to 2008, 8.05, 045. All right, this is on our website. Okay, you can look at that. What's our website? www.crackedegg.com. No E in that, cracked, right? Okay, so that's baloney, right? Okay, so they are saying that the follow rulemaking, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they are to protect the health of the people of the Commonwealth and determine and employ the most efficient and practical means for the prevention and suppression of disease, and to order nuisances detrimental to the public health or the causes of disease and mortality to be abated and removed. So here you go. They put it on our door several times, right? We take it off, right? Okay. Again, no COVID cases linked back to the cracked egg. In fact, in those same evidentiary trial court hearings, you will find that in all of Allegheny County, there were 11 restaurants or bars, one was a bakery, that COVID cases were linked back to. Okay, 11. Do you know, then 2 people constitutes a cluster. Okay, so 2 out of those 11, that's it, has to be linked back. It's all baloney, all right? Now, the next thing, the testimony of the ACHD expert witness clearly established that COVID-19 is a communicable disease that causes widespread illness and death throughout Pennsylvania and the world, thus establishing it as a public health threat and nuisance. Again, do we have to go through this again? Like, really, the cracked egg. All right. But this is tyranny, folks. And all these other restaurants and bars and businesses that participate in the propaganda for the demise of the American dream and for all of our God-given freedoms and liberties, it is not WUS's fault. It is not any of the legislators' fault. It is our fault. The people that participate in this. We do not, but they do. And that is where you need to have your anger at. It's not WUS's fault anymore. If everyone just said no, this wouldn't be happening. But it's happening to the cracked egg because we're the only ones that said no, right? Okay, so they're tyrannical. That's okay. I like fighting bullies, all right? So, and an appellate court will not overturn a regulation promulgated. So I had to look up that word because I'm no So what is properly promulgated, which I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but to promulgate is to officially put a law into effect. Laws aren't the only things you can promulgate. The word promulgate comes from the Latin word promulgatus, meaning make publicly known. Someone can promulgate values, belief systems, and philosophies. It just means they're promoted or made public. Okay, so remember that definition. An appellate court will not overturn a regulation promulgated under an agency's statutory grant of rule-making authority if the regulation is within the agency's delegated power. issued pursuant to proper procedure and reasonable. The Honorable Court further emphasized that properly promulgated regulations are generally presumed to be reasonable. Presumed to be reasonable. We are 14 months in. Okay, so maybe 2 weeks in, month in, maybe presume that there's going to be a high death toll, but not now, not today. 14 months later, that's ridiculous. All right? They also stated that the lower court correctly found that the orders of Governor Wolf, Secretary Levine, and the ACHD are constitutional as they are rationally related to the legitimate government interest of protecting the citizens of Allegheny County from the spread of COVID-19. Well, isn't that amusing? Why are they not protecting us, the business owners that have spent our life savings? I have put your houses up to be remortgaged so you can put it into your business. Because when you're an American citizen, do you know that when you open a bar or restaurant, because they are fairly risky businesses, you don't get a bank loan. No, you got to come up with that on your own, okay? That's what people don't know. But let me tell you, that's true, okay? So are they protecting the health and welfare? If people were dying, I'd be closed. I wouldn't be fighting about it, right? So another thing they said is, here the ACHD issued its August 11th closure order pursuant to Section 337.1 of a properly promulgated regulation named Article 3, Food Safety, after determining that the failure to wear a mask was an imminent hazard to the public. Okay. Imminent hazard, okay? Directly from OSHA website. The threat must be immediate or imminent. This means that you must believe that death or serious physical harm could occur within a short time. For example, before OSHA could investigate the problem. It's right here. You can go on the OSHA website, which I also thank the Lord for Kelly Miller, our OSHA expert, on our website, www.crackedegg.com. No eating that crack. You can, as an employee or an employer, go there and find important information that I wish that I had back in June and July, that I think that our outcome would have been very, very different. But see, what happened was everyone complied, all the other businesses complied with the bullies, the tyrants, and then it was so easy, right? Just come in, threaten them, fines, closure, and they caved, and they did it because they don't fear God. They fear the government. They worship the almighty dollar instead of the Lord our God. So anyhow, so then the orders were found to be temporary. Again, are we in 14 months? Yes, we are. The loss of use of property to protect the lives and health of millions of Pennsylvania citizens, which undoubtedly constitutes a classic example of the use of police power to protect the lives, health, morals, comfort, and general welfare of the people. Are they serious right now? Seriously, Patel, the loss of use of property to protect the lives and health of millions of Pennsylvania citizens. What about our children? What about the businesses? What about the elderly? Are they crazy? You're going to shut down restaurants and bars? Blows my mind. They're ridiculous. Ridiculous. There's more, but again, I just highlighted some of the good ones. Moreover, the Pennsylvania Constitution provides a method for the General Assembly to limit the governor's orders. Governor vetoes a concurrent resolution after presentment. It shall be repassed by 2/3 of the both houses. So, we're blaming the governor. Why didn't any of our representatives, our legislators, why didn't they protect their only job is to protect our God-given freedoms and liberties, and they haven't. We're going to vote on it? How'd that go yesterday? We don't know, right? We don't know. So, anyhow, that's that one on there. Oh, the conclusion. Okay. I can't wait till June 7th to hear Patel. She's always so amusing. The appeal has risen to the level of this honorable court simply because appellant refuses to enforce the masking order in its food establishment. That's right. We will never, ever, ever require a mask. That's absolutely right. Appellant believes that it is above the law and permitted to endanger the public health. Are you crazy, Patel? I want to endanger the public health? Okay, girlfriend. In support, it claims violations of its constitutional rights and invalid exercise of the government's police power. As the record shows, appellant's constitutional rights were not violated, and instead, appellant failed to exercise its rights. The COVID-19 mitigation orders were rationally related to their legitimate government interest of protecting public health and safety, and it was treated equally in comparison to other indoor dining establishments. Yes, we were treated equally, but what we didn't do was cower into the tyranny. That's what we didn't do. The other ones did, okay? And as far as what related interest of protecting public health and safety, why weren't they protecting the elderly? Why aren't they protecting our children and getting the masks off our children? Why aren't they doing that? No, they're worried about private businesses. Moreover, appellants' continued reliance on irrelevant cases to invalidate the masking order issued by the Commonwealth reveals that the issuance of the masking order did not violate statutory or presidential judicial Commonwealth law. Blah, 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 blah. So let me just get back and, I'm sure Patel or someone from the health department's watching because we know they do. This Patel, okay, is our constitution rights, okay? And also Patel, and maybe you could give one to the judges also, that comes in pocket sizes. I hear that you can get these for like $1 a piece, girl. And maybe you should start reading this. It's an easy read. I know you're smart, right? You can read that. So anyhow, that's my rant for today. So that, folks, is our appeal will be heard. And on June 7th, case number 13 at 9:30. So it starts at 9:30. Our case is number 13. So those are some good numbers, right? So we'll see what happens. If not, we're never giving up, never backing down. You want to support us? Come here to the Cracked Egg when we have our freedom events. We have a great event coming up this Saturday. Our expert witness, Dr. James Lyons-Weiler, with Diana Campbell's Health Freedom PA. He will be here to speak about, the Jabba Jews. And also, they will be honoring a Claire Dempsey, whose son Cal passed away last year from a vaccine injury. So come hear her story. Starts at 5:30. Meet and mingle with the doctor. Bring your books. He has written some books. If you have those books, come in. He'll sign it for you. And he'll speak at 7 o'clock, and then questions and answers will be afterwards. So I'm really excited about that. And, we'll definitely have food and beverages here. We're not operating a business. It's for donation only. Also, make sure you go on our website, sign up for all our email updates at www.crackedegg.com. No, ain't that cracked? And look at all that stuff and spread the word. We also have more events, and those are all listed on our website as well. Wednesday, the 26th, Cocktails and Conspiracy, BYOB. And then on Thursday, we're going to have an expose with Hal Shartliff about Agenda 21. Okay, so let me see if anyone asked any questions, because there was a lot of things while I was ranting and raving. Thank you, Maddie, for thinking of us. Yes, Adrian, we do need to pray. Everyone needs to pray. Oh, Michelle, they are blocking your comments. Of course they are, girl. Of course, it's disgusting. They are demonic. Keep standing firm against them. They have no right to, no, they don't have any right. But we're going to fight the good fight. And it's all, it is what it is, right? And thank God for our attorneys. And if you would love to And if you can, go to our website. There's a link that you can donate to our legal fees. They have been working tirelessly at this, and you can donate to that. I mean, we have paid a respectable retainer. We had some fundraisers for them and all, but now too we got to split up our money because the money that we make here for our fundraisers, donations, that really goes to like our building fund and that, because you have to remember our rents, you probably don't know, but our rent's over $2,400 a month. So, and that's not just gas and electric. And then we have some people that we like to help out, our staff that used to have a job here Monday through Saturday. But anyhow, it is what it is. So God bless you all. Spread the word, because it's the restaurant owners and the businesses that allow their staff and their guests, consumers, customers, whatever you want to call them, to walk in like free people. That's who is fighting for the American people. Okay? All right. God bless, and hope to see you peeps this Saturday, 5:30. It's an evening event. That'll be something fun and different. Goodbye and God bless.